Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. School fees, whose business is it anyway? That's our topic, and this is our third round. It's called Bowl Out, where both the teams get to actually ask each other questions. It's a virtual crossfire. Dr. Venkatachalam, your time starts now.
I agree with Prince when he said that the cost of running a school, the government can subsidize, right? That's what he was telling, that why, or either the government or from sponsorship somewhere. Now I tell you, 1965 when I was studying in Hindu high school, Triplicane, I paid 10 rupees fees. Then Kamraj's plan of free education came. At that time, what people said, the entire teacher's salary will be provided by the government. Therefore, instead of subsidizing, the whole salary was provided by the government. It's a welcome move. But now, that was a laudable idea that did not work. The quality deteriorated. That is why today 10,400 matriculation schools are there. So if government is going to give the money, accountability will not be there. Who is going to question?
You can't say that the quality has gone down because of the government schools. The government school, the quality hasn't gone down. Only the government schools has produced the scientists who are now doing several things, right from sending Chandrayaan-1. The products which has worked for the society has come from the government schools. And you should accept that where the social responsibility of these private schools have gone. Have they admitted at least 25% of the students, the heavy fee collecting schools, have they accepted at least 25% of students from the neighborhood who could not pay a single pie? When all the corporates have some kind of a social responsibility, why did not the schools, the private schools, think about the social responsibility?
Yes, I am coming to that. Now, he was talking about scientist Chandrayaan. Kamaraj காலத்திலிருந்தவன் தான் சந்திரயான் அனுப்பிச்சான். இன்னைக்கு கவர்மெண்ட்ல படிச்ச சந்திரயான் அனுப்பல. Nobody has present situation. Please, காமராஜர் காலத்துல பிறக்கல. Abdul Kalam time, such type of scientists are only there 50s and 60s. I am talking about the child today. The demographic dividend of India is going to be 2020, where 30% of the population is going to be youngsters. Therefore, those youngsters to be properly equipped. Let us not talk about these things. Let us not lose focus on the child. Child has to be empowered. Child has to be given the situation.
Even today, the government school is producing the best product. You go to several. Now I have an example. One Jyoti who has got 491 in Tandalam school in Chengalpet district, Chengalpet educational district. She was asked by a matriculation school to come to over. They have provided free education for her in +1, +2. Why? She has scored 441. And if they observe that child in +2, they will be producing a state rank holder. Yes. What is happening in many of the truncated schools, they admit more than 2,000 children. Some schools filter in the quarterly examination in +1, they put them in one class, section A, there is 30 or 50 students, and they provide all kind of teaching for them, and that school scores a state rank. And you say that this student is my product. What happened to the rest of the 200 students? You have to take a census and find out, in a government school, they are scoring more than 90% averagely, all the students. But whereas in a big schools, they score very high percentage, few children. What of the rest of the children?
I agree with you. Private school hijack. Why not government school retain? நான் அவனை இழுத்துன்னு வரேன்ப்பா, நீ அந்த 10th class படிச்ச பையனை நீ ரீடைன் பண்ணி அவனுக்கு சொல்லி கொடு. Am I preventing you? If the government is going to take care of the first rank fellow, giving him in the state syllabus and give him across, நான் hijack பண்றேன்ப்பா, நீங்க hijack பண்ணாதீங்க, retain பண்ணுங்க. You retain.
The government is doing several things to retain the child. But see, the publicity that you have, the building that you have, the posh tie and other things you have, these things you can't expect every child to wear. But when my child is getting such an opportunity, any parent, you can't say that the parent is at a fault or the government is at a fault. You are creating a myth. You say that only this school is providing the best education. Right, and unless and until this myth is broken.
Kishore is adjusting his tie there, but...
No. I think, are we all interested to find out how good we are debating this issue? But the issue is diverted. I'll tell you. The problem is not about you and me.
Take him on.
No, that's why I'm trying. I'm not trying to blame him. What I'm trying to tell, the issue is different. The suffering is being faced by the children in Tamil Nadu and the parent community in Tamil Nadu. We are going through a very dark, clouded area today. Because, see, you thinking of the education pattern is different, he thinking, and see, at last it is the parent who has to think. It is right from the low economy parent to the high intellectual parent who has to think on this issue. See, their problem is different. Now, they are confused with so many things happening in the world of education in Tamil Nadu. They are not clear about the Samachir Kalvi. They are not clear about Samachir Kalvi because the clarity is good from the government point of view, but the transformation, when it reaches the people, they are not very clear about it. There's a world of confusion going on. And again, I'll tell you, this is also a problem. You speak this problem differently, we speak the problem differently. But the problem that, see, they say, leave us. Leave us. We know how to get quality from a good school. But see, I'm ready to go even to a government school or corporation Chennai school. Today, I'll tell you, Chennai schools are doing well. The corporation schools are doing well. We are not blaming it. See, only thing is, when you're talking about this regulatory...
Will you put your children in those schools?
Definitely.
They study in those schools?
Today's Chennai school, I think I can put my grandchildren. I don't... my children already crossed the school level. They are in colleges and out of colleges. Now, I can put... Because, see, where I will put... It is not the question of whether I'm putting in a corporation school, municipal. I would like to put a school where the education is taken care. That is what the role of the government. Today, the government should take care of that, nothing else. See, if they say 11,000, they have not dictated the parameter of quality in this 11,000. They have to define the quality of education has to be provided. That is more important. That is more important.
The constitution is very clear. The government is not very clear. The constitution is very clear in demarcating the higher education and the school education. The constitution in its original form in Article 45 stated that the state shall endeavor to provide free and compulsory education for all children up to 14 years of age within 10 years. That is a clear dictum of the constitution. But the government, even while announcing the Samachir Kalvi, as he said, it is not clear. It is not clear about the Samachir Kalvi. It said that 4 systems will go. Now metric schools are continuing. Since the metric schools are continuing, we are debating on the fee structure. When you have a separate institution and you brand them with a particular name, this problem comes. You remove the metric, you remove the Anglo, you remove the Oriental, you remove the State Board, you remove all these name, nomenclature, put them as he said, one school, Chennai schools or Chennai public school or whatever name may be, or it may be called as a high school with different names. You can have Kishore High School. All are high schools up to 10th standard level. Then this problem will not rise.
Taking off from their arguments, in fact, what they seem to suggest, you spend about 75 rupees for coffee and cafe coffee day, and you spend about 5 rupees for coffee in a tea shop.
Yes.
Do you question that?
No, I just say that you can't compare education to such kind of a commodity-based thing. See, education is not a commodity. The student is not a consumer. And it is not a question of parent alone. You just can't say that the parent are deciding. The student needs this. The student can't decide at the age of 5. The parent who has suffered a lot will feel that my child should not suffer. Only that concept will be with him. He doesn't know about the social concept or anything. He doesn't have that scope. So whatever that is shown as a best thing, he tries to take that.
Yeah. So the whole process of fixing fee has not gone through properly, sir. That's my problem. Okay. See, otherwise, how can a school be given? See, you have to collect only 1,300 rupees per annum and you have to collect 11,000 rupees per annum. See, the fixation is... We love fixation, but there should be some democratic way they should have understood. No, see, with all the due respect,
we
love fixation.
Dr. Kishore Kumar
I love
is
fixation.
very right in saying that the whole process has not gone in correctly. But my question is that when in July 2009, when this act was passed, when there was a clause which said factors to determine the fee, and there was a rule that was passed based on that act, what did these schools do? Why they did not object at that time itself? And when a questionnaire came from Govindarajan committee, it is well known that they are going to fix a fee. That is why they are asking the question. You can't just say, I did not know from which committee the questionnaire came, so I answered something. My question is that now you say the regulation is not good or the mechanism is not proper. Now, why you did not object in 2009 July?
Why didn't you object, Dr. Venkatachalam? Why didn't you object then?
I tell you, no. Not the question of objection comes. As far as we are concerned, we are very clear that the empowerment or whatever the government, now we are not challenging the regulation. We only say that how you fix it. Now, when you fix a fee, there are so many factors to be taken into consideration. I want all the audience, You have an ordinary bus, you have an LSS bus, you have a floating bus, you have a Volvo bus, you have an air-conditioned bus. Will Prince Gajendran, I will send my child in a Volvo bus, somebody else will send the child in an ordinary bus. Can you say that everybody should, when you can afford to have 5 modes of transport, dear children, if I suffered, if I begged on the street, my grandson need not beg. Therefore, the schools today are of a social necessity.
School
it is my
a social
responsibility.
necessity,
Yes.
but not paid schools. Paid school is an evil because once a child pays the fee and studies, he thinks that I have paid, I got this commodity, so I can charge it. When I become a doctor, I can charge with the patient. Then you say doctor is a service. You should not charge with the patient. Treat the patient, take whatever he gives. When a child pays the money, becomes a doctor, can you tell to that child, see, you should serve the patient and then take whatever he gives? Can that be done? So, when you say it is a service, it should be unpaid service.
See, the
How can
problem
it happen
is
practically?
you're all looking at
I tell you,
education as a
let's go on.
product.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all looking at education as a product.
Yes.
That is where the whole problem is.
Sir, today, the world of education is different, sir. Earlier, 100 years back, when a product comes in UK, it came only after 100 years to Chennai and India. But today, everywhere, everything is available. We are in par with the global city. Today, Chennai is not a city belonging to Tamil Nadu. Chennai is marked as an international city in the global arena. Now, we have to also see what type of quality that we are going to give to our children, our grandchildren, our children, and how are they going to go and see. There was a report in India today. Even in the elite institution, even in where they collect, the quality of education is not good. But that is where the government has to come, where it is not the politician cannot check this, sir. We need intellectual knowledge society, which have to be governed as the governing body, should come and check. Today, without even coming to the school, without even knowing the gate of the institution, without knowing what is the facility being given, what is not given, somewhere sitting in one place by a department with having 100 teachers with them, no, they can't do a calculation, say, you have to collect this fee. This is where I'm only trying to deny the process of fixing fee should be quality consciousness, and you have to say, you provide this quality and you charge this fee. This fee should not be a marginal difference. It could have a marginal difference of 5%, 7% for the development of the institution. It should not be a profitable margin, and even if there is a profit, the charity say it should be put back into the institution, it should not diverted. Ask them to check and regulate the system that the private school should not divert their fund to any other business of their families.
See, the entire thing is that we are talking about a child. We talk about international. No international community sits here and prepares a syllabus. And no few academicians from various continents come and give us, this should be the standard of the school. We follow only the Tamil Nadu or the central board norms and we run the schools. But we have the name as called international school. Just because we have names as international school and just because we say that we are living in a cosmopolitan city, we can't say all the people are equal. And when it comes for education, education must be of equal quality to all child. You should not say.
You want to quickly answer that because he says your school is also called international school.
Yeah, yeah. We are providing Cambridge curriculum. That's why it's called international. That's the difference. I'm not talking
It's
about my
Cambridge
institution.
curriculum. It is not international school. It is Cambridge school.
See,
it's a school that is following Cambridge.
I'll
There
tell
is
you.
no person from America or there is no person from Africa sitting there. Only when there are people from all the 5 continents, then you can call it as an international. When there is a syllabus is taken from all the 5 continents, you can call it as an international. When you just follow Cambridge, you say it's a Cambridge syllabus following school. When you're following CBSE, you say it is CBSE following school. You just can't say internet. This is the cheating that is happening in the society. This is how we are cheating the innocent child and the innocent parent. The parent wants to put himself, her child, in a good school, in an international quality school. Where is the international quality? Did you got any endorsement from 5 countries or from UNESCO stating that it is an international quality? But you make believe the parent, you make believe the child that it is an international school. And the child is cheated.
All right, you want to quickly respond to that, Dr.
Let us not be very narrow-minded like this. Let us be a little broad-minded. See, I am not talking about my institution. For example, it is an institution where it has children from 21 countries on record. See, when the school started, I know the government of Tamil Nadu approached me and they sent their own video people. They had documented the whole institution. Why? They wanted to present to the industry which have been coming to Chennai, including Hyundai. They were trying to say, see, here is an institution which could accommodate children from other countries. That is how the school came. Now, this school, though it could be international, see, this school is helping the nearby villages. 600 children are studying in my institution and getting total free education. And textbooks, notebook, midday meals, uniform, everything, even excursion.
What is the fee in your school now?
My fees we charge from 1,50,000 rupees to 1,95,000 rupees as an annual fee, covering all the parameters, boarding, lodging, washing.
Minus the boarding, how much is it, sir?
Everything.
All right, minus the boarding, how much will it be?
Boarding, see, the school fee will be around 35,000.
For the day scholars, how much is it?
No, we have don't.
No day
It's all there.
All right, final word to you, sir. I mean, 11,000 rupees, of course, none of the schools, nobody has followed the Govindarajan recommendations.
Nobody has followed. See, Govindarajan committee recommendation.
Sir, 10,900 odd schools have not followed the recommendation.
No. What I say is, because it is like cigarette smoking injurious to health, people smoke.
All right.
Cigarette smoking injurious to health, people smoke. குடி கொடியை கெடுக்கும் நிறைய கடை வச்சிருக்கிறான். அதனால please look into குணம் நாடி குற்றம் நாடி அவற்றுள் மிகை நாடி மிக்க கொளல். இவ்வளவு ஸ்கூல்ல you put a balance sheet of my virtues, my vices, my குணம், my குற்றம். இப்போ இவ்வளவு பேர் நாங்க ட்ரை பண்ணோம்னா குணம் நாடி மிக்க கொளல். எங்க கிட்ட virtue இருக்கு.
All right.
We
The
are
whole
giving
problem,
the deliverables.
the whole problem, one would say, is when they really went into the balance sheets of schools. But the time now to slide into another short break on ASL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. We'll return for our final round, and that round is for the audience here, for the jury here. It's called Third Umpire, but stay tuned. We'll be back in a very short while.